Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So those who do not want to face the truth, please do not continue on to watch this video. So yesterday, I shared a video on DKU do not know Wing Chun. And within that video, I shared the very basic of ancient Wing Chun in a nutshell. And after that, I got many requests from our Wing Chun friends asking me to elaborate more on this basic ancient Wing Chun. And also, there are some DKU's fans asking me to prove that the ancient Wing Chun works. So that's why I make this video today. So I'm going to reply to those DKU fans first. Number one, you can be anybody's fan because this is democratic world. You can believe on whatever you want because this is democratic world. You're free to do so. However, in the real world of fighting, that is not fantasy. That's not based on whose delusion. Ancient Wing Chun, as in this book, by evidence, is based on General Chi Guang's training in military. So by historical evidence, we all know what is the record of General Chi Guang's military training. Read the history, especially those from Asia. Read the history. The second thing is ancient Wing Chun, like General Chi Guang's military teaching in fighting, follow the law in the fighting. So disregard it is 460 years ago or today, like in MMA. Fighting rule, fighting law is fighting law. It's like everybody is living in this earth. Everybody subject to the gravity. Now, does DKU, the system he show or whatever he share in that match with Brad, follow the law of fighting? I think you guys better ask yourself instead of questioning this, questioning that, but you have no idea on what you are talking about. And of course, that shows that you have no experience in what's the real life, like in MMA, in today's world. Not to mention, in 460 years ago, the battlefield of General Chi Guang, when people never come back if they lost. So put this aside, let's get into the basic of the ancient Wing Chun. So here on, we Wing Chunner, notice I said we Wing Chunners, not you or me. We Wing Chunner have to know this so that other people not be able to take advantage of us, not be able to separate us. That is very important for us to preserve our Wing Chun culture and evolve to have a good future. So we need to put away all I think so and my story. Forget about it. Let's get down to the basic core. We all develop it, and then you can develop whatever you want based on the proper fighting law and proper fighting uh, 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 principle of ancient Wing Chun. Now, the first thing I'm talking about random unstable recycling momentum with the penetrations and with the leg attack. We want to look into one thing. In the past 50 years or so, you can see many people like DKU demonstration like the Bruce Lee inch punch, mimic that thing, or just Bruce Lee way, okay? Well, have anybody fight with Bruce Lee? Have anybody really see Bruce Lee spar? Or you just get a demonstration somewhere else and you mimic it and then you call yourself Bruce Lee? This is out of their mind. What is the fighting? They don't know. Just mimic Bruce Lee. And then people is going to demonstrate on like Wing Chun is like this. You watch it too much in the movie, okay? And another thing is internal chi. I have my power. All of this stuff is demonstrations, is people's speculations. How long will it last in like a MMA game? Just look at Xi Xiaodong and all this thing, how and so forth. And also look at uh, DKU and Brett. Are you serious? You're going to use those kind of inch power and all those one shot and then struggle type of thing? For past 50 years, people selling this kind of stuff. And that's why Xi Xiaodong, our friend, called it fake kung fu. Look at Xi Xiaodong's video where he talk about or he described what is Wing Chun. Now, if we don't want that, then we do things properly. Again, I said we, not you, or I'm more superior, those kind of stuff. No, let's get to the really basic. We can only get people's respect because we do the proper thing. We don't even have to be number one. Okay? So no more those Bruce Lee inch power. No more those like you just jumping around like that one shot kind of strike deal. No more those like movie chain punch. No more those internal 引小连套. Okay, you watch too much movie. The bottom line, since 460 years ago in the battlefield, is unstable, random, recycling momentum. So, unless one have the handling of random, unstable, recycling momentum, one really cannot handle this body. Example, if I want to throw him a punch, okay, I want to throw, say, this is my opponent, okay? Now, this leg is this leg, and this leg is this leg. Say I'm squaring off with him, okay? If I want to throw a punch, a jab, if I stand here, just move a little bit and jab like that, that is not going to pressure our opponent. That is not going to cause uh, any pressure on him so that he have to do something to avoid my punch or to move. He's going to stand there because what you punch here is just not I do not want to use the term uh, 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 aggressive, not what do you call it? Not an impactful punch. An impactful punch is you go in like that. Okay, you can see the difference. You go in like that, or you just go punch like this. Okay, you want to go in like that. The entire thing slam in so that this thing is really devastating if you get into it. And that's why the opponent has to move. If I just go put punch like this, stand like this. Look at how DKU punched Brett. It's like this. You are not in the range. You do not have any impulse at all. So, in ancient Chinese, in Shaolin Sword Strike, in Wing Chun, this is called Shen Li, body strength, Shen Li. Whenever you strike, you have to have a Shen Li, Shen Li. Otherwise, you are not going to do any damage. You're just going to do like that. Okay? Sure, you're going to beat the guy who is weak, who have no idea on what's martial art, that's one thing. But when you meet somebody who is well trained in martial art, you do like this. This is the most is the feinting, checking, triggering him, baiting him. But the real punch has to be go in. Okay? Now there's a problem here. Most people, if they do this type of demonstrations or this type of strike like in the movie, they always want to stabilize their body. And then they do the punch. Or if they do inch punch this way, they can only do one time. And that's it. Finish. The issue of this using Shen Li and you charge in punch is that you're going to shoot him with a heavy weapon, but the opponent is not a dead person. He's going to move. Now, once I shoot out this power, this strike, he's moving, and at this instant, I don't have time to demo inch punch complete. That's it. And then I just do something else. No, you have to charge in. He changed. You have to change right away. So it requires a recycling of momentum. Whatever you shoot up, it is missing the target or the opponent change to a certain thing. One need to be able to use this Shen Li or momentum. Shen is your body, Li is your strength, your body. Hundreds of pounds, multiply your speeds. That momentum, one need to be able to recycle it. So that's why you need the recycling momentum. You keeping training inch power, one strike, stop, one strike, stop. It's not going to get you the recycling momentum. It's not going to get you to be able to play when you shoot in really hard and then you change. Look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson Peekaboo. Shoot one way and he don't have to pull back. He can go to the other direction right away. There's recycling momentum. So Your inch power type of training, this type of training where you don't use your body or you use your body only for one shot, and after one shot the body is scattering all over the place, or your chi, your internal, is never applicable in the real world. In the real world is you get in. Okay, he changed, I changed. You need to be able to handle that. That's recycling momentum. That's why one need to use this Red Boat training band to develop that. To develop the recycling momentum based on the resistance of the opponent. And we need to know how to handle the body so that the body do not break down. Okay? Look at the DKU and the Brett's analysis yesterday in my video. Look at how after the strike, DKU's body break into parts. Where Brett is good, he just go sideways. He have the chance to do a body strike, and of course, Brett later is behind DKU. If you are in MMA match, you're in a serious problem. If you are in the street, you are in serious problem. Your body is scattering, break apart all over the place. So without the recycling momentum, you just continue to do the inch power demonstration with one strike. After one strike, the body scattering around, or chain punch where the body is not moving. So that's why Xi Xiaodong said it's like a girly fight because it doesn't have the stun lead. Or even worse, your Xiu Lim Tao mind power. There's no speed, no momentum, and you stand there stationarily. What are you doing? So that's why again, you cannot blame Xi Xiaodong to call those kind of things what? Fake Kung Fu. Now, once you have that recycling momentum, you know that thing. Wing Chun is attacking both the lower part of the body and upper part of the body, as I showed yesterday. You need to attack him here and here. Okay? That is Wing Chun. You don't attack him like this only. Or you don't attack him like this only. Why? People just go lower their level a little bit down, they come to you. But again, like yesterday, you look at that DKU and Brett's fight. Brett just goes sing down himself, get in. You see, DKU is the entire body is like a rag doll. So you don't do that. You need to take away, or you need to pressurize. Or in Wing Chun we say big bowl, sick why, eating his place, meaning that this is the front leg, this is the back leg, meaning that you need to get in, you have to threaten his lower part of the body so that he cannot stay there and change. If he can stay there and change, he just dodge you and slam you, you're dead. But Wing Chun, ancient Wing Chun, short strike Wing Chun, you have to go in, your leg threaten his lower part of the body. Your hand threaten his upper part of the body. So just now I misused, I forget the word threaten. Okay? When you strike, you have to have that massive threatening him. Say if I just strike like this, or I just step like this and strike, it's not going to threaten him. But if I'm doing this, he know this is really threatening. If he's not going to move away, he's gonna get hit big time. Okay. So because this is threatening from the lower part of body and upper part of body, you give him only the alternative to move away. Not just go dodging down there because it dodge out your thing and then slam you. Okay? Just look at the analysis I put on yesterday on the between Brett and DKU. Now, so the leg has to attack. Either attack the crotch or attack both knee. There's Wing Chun. You go in. Knee, of course, crotch is going to penetrate. If your recycling momentum handling is good, you're going to penetrate him. Yesterday I shared with you on uh, the picture of the Shaolin short strike in my other video. Okay, and if you get this close, then the elbow is going to get in, like I shared the other day on the Okinawa penetrate hard elbow. So you need the recycling momentum. And when you have the recycling momentum, you can play the game. You go in, he's going to change, you're going to swap, you're going to change. You need that. You need to have the Senli develop. So why DKU stuff doesn't work, DKU Wing Chun doesn't work? He never developed the Senli. He never have recycling momentum. Any trained eye can see that. Okay? So those DKU friends saying, oh, proving that Wing Chun works. Well, this is another point. DKU doesn't have it. Just look at how Brett handled his jab and DKU's body break apart like a rag doll. Okay? So that is the recycling momentum, the attack from the from the lower part of body and upper part of body in the same time. That is the deal of Wing Chun. And of course, there are many footwork like the plum flower, as I share on the other video in this channel. So I don't have to repeat here again. Now, the second thing is fist issue from heart or hand issue from heart. So again, this tripod, this is my front leg, this is my back leg. So as in the Wing Chun Classic, when you face your opponent, your hand has to be go up here. You use your heart position to track him. Okay? You track him. When you move, you always track him. You always track him. Track his what? Track his center line. And when you attack in, you penetrate his center line with the Sen Li we just talked about. And then if he change, you change with him. The same thing again. You're going to penetrate his center line. This is fist issue from heart. Okay? Now, this fist issue from heart meaning that don't give, like I face you this, okay? I face you this. No matter what I'm doing, I'm facing you. You never give doing something like that. You see, I give away my side or something like that, I give away my back. In the fight, the Wing Chun fight is always like this, like a semi-sphere here. This is the opponent. All the attack is like I'm within the sphere. My center, the heart position, always targeting his center axis. This both hand is always here. This leg is always going to go attack. That is hand issue from heart. So no, it's not like a DKU, you do a jab and then you get bread go here. Well, when your opponent is here, it's a body shot. You go back there, you dead. He's behind you. You want to get a choke that or what? So you never do that. You always got him. That is called fist issue from heart. So this is what I'm sharing yesterday. You need to know the recycling momentum. You need to know the penetration both on the top and the bottom of part of your body, which have to threaten him, to pressure him, to threaten him. And you have to penetrate him. And then you always face issue from heart. You targeted his center line, disregard of you are face to face, sideways, he's facing this way, I'm facing this way, or this one targeting him. So it's never like mimicking Bruce Lee. This is called Wing Chun. I use my hip. Tucking, that's Wing Chun. And Chen Pan this way, that's Wing Chun. You do this kind of stuff, one shot, your body starts scattering because you don't have the proper handle of Sun Li and recycling momentum. Not to mention, your lower part of body is open wide. Okay? People who do grappling coming in, you gone. You do this, your lower part of body is stationary. It's open. You do not, your punch is not going to threaten your opponent. Okay? You're facing our Western boxing friends, really strong in punch. His cross and the jab is really strong to you. If he playing peekaboo at you on both sides, you gone. Body shot. Okay? You put your hand up here, immobile elbow, it's going to get body shot in. You play your mind power, try to get force. You're living in delusion. This is a momentum game. So this is what I'd like to share with you today. It is not my idea. It is in the record of General Qi Ji Guang, Shaolin Sword Strike and Wing Chun 1850. This is what it is. Not try to keep inventing our own stuff. Like call it DKU Wing Chun. What the heck it is? There's a problem today. So if everybody is really loving Wing Chun, caring about Wing Chun, caring about your grandmaster, your ancestors, stop doing that. Reinstall what I'm saying here. Your recycling momentum, your penetrations, you're threatening him with lower upper part of the body. You continuously move and continuously attack him in the close range. And you always hand issue from heart. You're guarding him, you're targeting him. Don't give him a chance. That's the basic of Wing Chun. Unless we have this handle, what will we have? That's why the other day I asked people to try out the Red Bull training band. Without trying out, one do not have the experience of handle their body. What we talk here is just in a low speed. At high speed, the entire thing can break apart if we have never really trained properly. So this is for you today. And to the DKU fans, you do whatever you like, but stop messing around with Wing Chun. Okay? It's like nobody can go pirating Apple computer or iPhone. If it is iPhone, it better be iPhone. It is not just you mimic iPhone, you sell it as iPhone.